Hi everyone, today is March 31st. Yesterday marked the start of lambing season. So Snow welcomed a set of twin Navajo Churro ram lambs sired by Rowan, and they are just lovely. I bedded everybody around 3 yesterday and I fed them. I came out again at 4 and Snow already had one of her lambs up and nursing, so she must have immediately gone to the shed and lambed right after I left, because when I came back he was already up. She was definitely showing signs of lambing, but I didn't know she was gonna lamb so quickly like that. So she did it all herself, which was amazing. I got her penned up in the jug, came out shortly after to check on her, and she had a second one. Before I left, when I had first penned her up in the jug, she didn't look like she was gonna have a second. She wasn't really showing any signs of contracting again, and there definitely was not another water bag coming yet. So I just kind of assumed that she was only gonna have one. So when I came out and there was a second, it was definitely a surprise. She looked super big. When I initially thought she only had one, I was so confused. I know her lamb is big, but I was like, there's no way there's only one. Like, I was like, there's no way there was only one baby. She's way bigger than that. So she did have twins, which is amazing. Gwen did lamb on Friday, so that would have been the 29th. 3 days ago. She had a single girl. She ended up passing away. I don't know exactly why she passed away or the background behind it. I don't know whether if she was a stillborn or if it was too cold outside. It was pretty chilly the night that she lambed, but it wasn't like overly cold that I would suspect that the lamb would pass away due to the cold. And then I also questioned maybe if baby was stepped on. I don't think the birth was hard, because she would have maybe shown some signs like a swollen face or tongue out, but she wasn't showing any signs like that. I don't exactly know what happened. Definitely not the outcome that you want in a birth. That was not a very nice start to lambing. Seeing Snow with her lambs really makes my heart full, because Gwen's lambing was not great. Definitely not the way you want to start off lambing. I just remind myself that not everything goes to plan, and there's always curveballs that get thrown at you, and you just gotta go with it and learn how to work around it, which is the case with this. And at the end of the day, I'm just glad that Gwen is alive and well. Although she lost her lamb, her health is still very important, and I'm glad that she is still doing really good. That was a bummer. Snow and her lambs are doing good. We have many more babies due to arrive very shortly. Honey and Rosie are next. They are due, Honey is due on the 5th, and I think Rosie's due on the 6th or the 7th. So they are like 5-6 days away from lambing. Typically sheep go like 5 to 7 days before their due date, honestly, any day now. They both are showing signs, but at this point I'm just waiting for some significant signs like an udder pop or hip dips, and then that will be the signs that they are gonna lamb soon. We're just hanging out with Snow. The first babies are always the friendliest, because I find I just sit with them all day long and never leave. These guys are already very curious and very fond of humans, so I think they should be really good. And then later tonight we are going to dock their tails, so we put a rubber ring on them so that their tails fall off in a few weeks. Means that they stay very clean and they don't risk getting fly strike. And they are also going to get a shot of selenium to prevent my white muscle disease, and then I will also weigh them to get some birth weights on them. Just hanging out with them, spending lots of time with them, making sure that they are both doing good and nursing well, and of course checking on all the other girls to see how they are progressing. So this black one was the first one that was born, and then she had the brown guy shortly after. But they are both doing really, really good. This guy already even has horn buds coming in. Okay. Usually you see horn buds on the Icelandic babies, but the churros don't seem to get horn buds as early on, so it's Pretty neat to see his hornbuds coming in. This was Snow's 4th lambing. She is just a phenomenal mom. Only time I've assisted with one of her births was last year. Her ram lamb had a huge head and she could not push him out. He was coming out in the correct position, everything like that, but she just couldn't get him out. Otherwise, she has done everything by herself. She always has lots of milk and just does wonderful. She is watching on camera right now. I was hoping for a ewe lamb out of her. Last fall was my last breeding with Rowan. I do have a lot of his daughters, so I am rehoming him this year. I was really hoping to have a ewe lamb out of Snow. I've rehomed her ewe lamb every year that she has had a ewe when she's been bred to Rowan. This year, because it was the last year that I was gonna have Rowan, I was really hoping for a ewe. Not only has she had a ewe, the ewe has been like black spotted and just lovely. And I seen the baby, I was like, oh, you must be a girl, because she always has colored babies and the boys are always white. I was like, no, that's definitely a boy, definitely not a girl. So I didn't get my girl this time. She's totally fine. Just a little bit unfortunate that I won't have a ewe lamb out of Snow. I'm just very happy that they're both here and well. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Make sure to subscribe so you don't miss any future videos. I plan to hopefully video some births. If I can catch them, I'm like fingers crossed. This little guy is right here beside me right now. Hopefully we can catch a few births, but I will be sharing lots of lamb content coming in the next few weeks. If you guys have any questions, please make sure to leave them down in the comments and I will try and get back to you as soon as I can. You can find me on all social medias at Prairie Shepherdess.